All right, we're back here in the Cappuccino Show.
Woohoo!
We're here at Regional Congress in Anaheim, and we are joined not by a father, not by a brother, but what was the title you said?
It's a novice, a Jesuit novice.
A Jesuit novice,
Wow.
okay. And how would you describe that? What's the difference between a seminary and
So a novice is the first step in the Jesuit formation.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a boot camp, a school of the heart, where you kind of get prepared for the rest of the formation process, where you start going into the schooling. And we have a regency program that's in the middle of schooling, where you're usually assigned to one of the schools, and you kind of take some time to control a classroom, because you learn so much just from dealing with kids and being able to handle a classroom. And if you can handle a classroom, you can handle your congregation better.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a cool little experience. Yeah.
Especially when we big children
Yeah.
getting the handle. What's a normal day like for you? Like you wake up.
So we wake up, we have some community prayer first in the morning, a little bit of meditation. We have breakfast together. And then typically we go on with our day, and then days alternate between either a classroom day where we kind of get together and learn about the history of the order, or we have assigned apostolates, so we go out and do ministries. Currently, I'm working with JRJI, Jesuit Restorative Justice Initiative, which deals with prison ministry. So going to the prisons, working on rehabilitating the prisoners and kind of giving retreats for them and kind of helping them find their journey back to God and kind of building them back up.
Before we get more into what the Jesuits do you get to choose what you have for breakfast, or is it everyone's having the same thing? Because I think I would have a hard time if you had to have what everybody else.
So someone's assigned to cook the breakfast.
Yeah.
It's usually typically the same. There's a lot of options. So we have everything from cereal, oatmeal, toast, eggs, and
That sounds
Okay,
the
good.
basics.
It's because before we keep going, you have to understand that Raul always has and needs to talk about food.
I don't have to. I mean, everyone
But he
loves
needs
food.
to.
Yeah.
But he needs to talk about
Also,
food.
yeah.
So that's why he's like, wait, before we keep going,
Yeah.
let me know.
So one of the big things is there's always food and community. So we eat breakfast together, lunch together, dinner together.
That's
So
great.
That's awesome.
We should do that in Incorrupto.
Yeah. I don't know about having that many meals together. What are you gonna do right now? What are you heading off to?
Actually, right now I'm working at our booth, where we have a booth just kind of showing our presence for those who want to come and visit us and are interested in kind of learning more about the order.
Okay.
So
That's great.
And what
I'll be
got you?
there now.
What got you interested in joining that order?
In joining the order, the spirituality. I have an engineering background. The whole discernment process and kind of Ignatian spirituality really spoke to me because it's for me, very logical. You kind of think things out, and so that just made sense with how I kind of work in my day-to-day life, and it spoke to me. So there's the contemplative side, but then there's also going out and kind of doing something with that. So
Is there somebody or something that pushed you over the edge, where you like halfway always thinking about it? Maybe is there something that pushed you like, okay, I'm gonna go try it for sure?
It wasn't necessarily one thing. It was just kind of a little nudge that just kind of kept happening, that kept pushing me. And then I was like, well, I mean, I've been pushed far enough. I think I might as well just kind of dive in and see what it's all about.
What does that nudge feel like? Because we have two guys back here that are thinking about joining an order, but they don't know. They're not too sure. They're not too sure about it. Like, could you give them some examples, or like maybe enlighten them? Like, oh, if you feel this way, maybe you should go try it. Like,
I think
what's
if
that
you just
feeling
have any interest, you should just go check it out and just kind of
See mocha.
you'll be put together with other guys who are kind of feeling the same thing. So you have that support system of kind of bouncing ideas off each other and kind of sharing feelings and seeing where everybody's at.
Sorry, does the Jesuits had a religious like branch for women?
No, it's
Not
strictly
even like
male.
sisters or nothing.
No.
That's
You
just
don't.
thinking of
No.
I know the
I
Lord
just
keeps
think
calling
I
her.
really love Jesuits
Doesn't-
because they're like very connected to the studies and
Yeah.
science and all
Yeah.
that. I think for me it's like they're so avant-garde, like
Yeah.
adelante, and I love it, and I just think that people like in real social life, they don't associate either, or you're like intellectual or religious. People don't think that we
You
have
could be
that.
both.
They
Yeah,
separate
you can be
it.
both.
That
and
was
that's
kind of one of the other things that kind of pulled me towards that, because seeing how I had this engineering background,
Exactly.
but people tend to not associate that with being religious either.
And one time I heard that you cannot you don't need to separate your faith from your normal life. Like, oh, from Monday to Friday when I go to work, I'm just gonna be like working and that's it. But Saturday and Sunday, I'm gonna go to the church. No, you have to combine
No,
both.
it's all one. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I really like about the Jesuits, that they're like pretty smart, but pretty religious and spiritual too. So that's great. It's sad that you don't have a branch for women.
Yeah, Mocha would like to join.
Yeah,
us, so.
I will.
Yeah.
Nice.
There are several of the women orders who kind of based it off the Jesuit way of proceeding. So.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Where are your offices located for the people that are listening that may be interested in
we
joining?
are in Culver City.
Culver City. Oh, that's super close. That's not
Yeah.
far. Yeah, that's not bad. And then if a lot of people too, they don't want to go. Like maybe they feel, oh, once I'm in it, there's no turning back. Like if I'm there, I'm committed.
No,
do you guys have like a trial period?
in the discernment process? So you can go on beajesuits.org and you can send your information and they'll send you back a response. And we have several meetings throughout the year, probably once every other month or so. And they take place through all the Western U.S. For us, for the Western province. I mean, there's several others throughout the U.S., but specifically with the West, every other month or so. And people gather together and kind of, you're able to share and experience a little bit of community life. And every summer there's what they call 2-week Jesuit, and you get to pretty much experience the Jesuit lifestyle for 2 weeks in the summer.
Oh, nice.
And speaking about Jesuit, which is your favorite Jesuit saint, or if there's any role model besides Pope Francis, because I know he's a Jesuit, that you look up to? And we can.
So obviously Saint Ignatius of Loyola, but another one. I'm blanking on his name. Just from being on air.
It's the bright lights, you guys. I mean, if you guys can see, you can only see this side of the angle, but on that side, I mean, it's maybe 200, 300 people. To see a people just looking right at us, it gets us nervous. Yeah,
we feel so important right now.
I have a question.
Yes.
So you're talking about how like you give ministry in jail and because I once participated and helped in that with like lay people. Do you guys take any volunteers? Or is it only...
So there's several lay people who come and help and who are working with them.
If someone's interested in that, are you still taking volunteers? Could they?
I think they're always
you?
willing to take on volunteers.
Okay,
people are willing to.
Okay, and they could just look you guys up online. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Thank you so much for joining us. We know you're in a hurry, so we're going to go ahead and let you go. Before we let you go, though, what are you going to do as soon as this Congress is over? How are you going to celebrate?
We're all going to go out with all my fellow novice brothers and go out to eat.
Where are you guys going?
I think we'll probably stay local and do some Vietnamese food, some pho.
Okay.
I love pho.
Yeah.
Can I join you guys?
Oh, yeah. If you find us, why
I mean,
not?
nobody has told us where they're going. We've asked everybody, and nobody has told us a location. I
Like,
mean,
you heard what he said, if you find
Yeah.
Oh, they're all
Find
on
us. What is-
Brookhurst and Bolsa.
bro, all right, now
Okay.
you're going to regret it because we're going to show up.
That's fine. There's a lot of them, so.
Before you go, which one is your favorite saint besides?
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's Blessed Miguel Agustin Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. What a
His
good way
feast
to
days
end it.
on my birthday.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Thank you.